what is required for great trading? To only act when you know. But so many people don't even know what to know. Like this, like Oliver, okay, I want to act when I know, not when I don't know, but I don't even know what to know. And that's where a mentor and someone can cut down all of the nonsense that you're going to go through trying to figure out what to know. The years and hardship and the lost money and lost time if you don't do this with some help. And that's what I'm always saying. You can try to do this the long way. It took me 6 years. All right? Or you can try to do this the short way. And maybe this is not for you, but at least you don't spend a lifetime trying to figure out if this activity is for you. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling traders that all the time. They're like, Oliver, listen, your training program is $1,500. Yeah, but it's $1,500 for a lifetime. So what's that cost over 5 years? Let's not even take it a lifetime. But what is $1,500 divided by 365 days a year times 5 years? You should want to give this activity at least 5 years. So someone do the math for me. What's $1,500 divided by 365? Get that number. Then when you have that number, times that times 5. Somebody do that number for me. I want to see somebody type that in for me. And you tell me, being with me and my crew every single day, if the value of that you think is worth that. I'm curious. All right, I'm looking for that number. And so I'm just telling you that, like, what you purchase and buy from experts is a shortened window, a shortened learning curve. The stoppage of going down dead ends, the elimination of just practicing and doing for years the wrong thing and realizing years later I was doing the wrong thing. I got to go back to square one. Knowing what to act on now. What if I could give you that in a weekend? And you don't have to discover that. I eliminate your discovery process. You know? I eliminate your discovery process. So I'm still looking for that number. I don't see the right number. So look, $1,500 divided by 365. Okay? That number first. Now times the result of that number times 5. Give it to me. What is the daily cost? Should I get Google involved? Okay. Hey, Google. What is $1,500 divided by 365?
The answer is $4 US$11.
All right, you got that? Did you hear that? Hey, Google. 1,500 divided by 365.
The answer is approximately 4.109589.
That's crazy. That's $4 a day. That's $4 a day. What's a frappuccino? How much does a frappuccino in Starbucks cost? Anybody know? 82 cents a day. That's what I'm looking for. 82 cents a day. You know what a frappuccino costs? You can buy a frappuccino for $5. That's crazy. So listen, to be with me, to be with some of the best traders I've trained every single day of your life, to spend less than $5 or spend less than 82 cents a day. Let's break it down over a 5-year period. 82 cents to figure out if this is for you. 82 cents a day to potentially even get funded. 82 cents a day to become wiser, more educated, more sophisticated every week of your life, every month of your life, every year of your life, to practice becoming more disciplined, to practice becoming more responsible. 82 cents a day. You throw away 82 cents. Some of you wouldn't even stop to pick up 82 cents off the ground if you saw it, and you were in a rush to catch a bus or a plane or your Uber. You wouldn't even pick up $1. You understand this? This is nothing. If you look at all the great achievers, all the great performers in the world, they have life coaches. The best athletes have coaches. Why? Why is that? They're the best in the world already with coaches. And so why does everyone on the internet say, I don't need a coach? See the difference? Best performers in the world. Everyone from CEOs to the greatest athletes that have ever walked the planet have coaches, mentors, life coaches. But everyone on the internet living in their grandmother's extra bedroom, they don't need that. That's crazy. It's just so obvious to me, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just so obvious to me. So obvious. Ooh. But there'll always be that difference, you know. There'll always be that difference in life. Anyway. But I like bantering with you guys, you know. I like it. Those are one-to-one coaches, though. I'm not quite sure what that means. You mean like the very wealthy athletes can afford spending millions of dollars want to have one-on-one? Absolutely. So do you have that? All right. So since you don't have that, what's the next best thing? Group coaching. You understand? For 82 cents a day, it's group coaching. All right. So at least it's some form of coaching. You know, listen, I used to do one-on-one for $100,000 a person a head. I used to do group coaching, group training 1 week for $25,000 per person. Maximum 10 people in the group, 1 week, $25,000 times 10 people. That's group coaching. Those $25,000 per person players could not do the $100,000 for individualized coaching. This is going all the way back to the 1990s. But I believe that group coaching has an advantage over individualistic coaching. I think that for the vast majority of people, you want to be around like-minded individuals. You want to have a standard of measurement. So in a group, you have a standard of measurement. In a group, you can be motivated by someone who's actually outperforming you a little bit, and that puts the fire under that butt. You understand what I'm saying? That you have a standard of measurement of where you are and how much you're progressing against the group. Your like-mindedness can create a family with ties that are so strong, it's unbreakable. You can develop lifelong friendships with the like-minded goals of another. I think that this business should not necessarily be 100% go it alone. And that is why I've created a community. I created a community because I wished I had a community when I first started. I wish there was a group you could go to and talk and share your frustrations with and meet with like-minded people. Everyone said I was crazy. Everyone said I was stupid. My family basically walked away from me, wrote me off. I wanted someone to talk to. I had no one. So the whole individual coaching thing, I think, is overrated today. You want some type of group participation as well. You know what I'm saying? Guys, when I talk to you like this, do you dislike it? I mean, I will stop. I mean, I don't care. We can talk about anything. But sometimes I talk to you a little harshly. I do realize that. But I'm direct like that. It's just my nature. It's the way I am. And like I said, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. Is scalping individual mental stocks like Apple better than scalping the general market, the broader market? I think a momentum style of scalping is better with individual stocks. I think what you mean is versus scalping the overall indices. I don't like that. I don't like that. Yeah, but it's funny. I appreciate many of you saying that you like that. You consider my form and my way valuable sometimes where I speak, and I appreciate that. I truly do. It's just that I don't, listen guys, I don't look up very often and look around. Like I run my race, and every now and then, not very frequently, I look up and look to the left and look. Usually there's no one beside me. I usually have to look back to see someone, right? But I usually do not see people speaking from a rich experience. I don't see in my own industry that anymore. I used to see that a little more in the early 2000s, the 1990s, but I don't see that anymore. I see a bunch of real nobodies, right, that claim to be everybody, that claim to be all of this. You can tell that they're not speaking from experience. How can they? They've been trading for 2 years or 3 years or just got introduced to trading a year and a half ago. Like, that's just ridiculous. I don't see depth. I don't sense that someone is really coming from having, decorated stripes. You understand what I'm saying? All the market cycles, been knocked around, and they're speaking from that depth of experience. I don't see that. I see regurgitated information. I see my information being regurgitated by 90% of these people. The same people who will say something negative about me are teaching my stuff. They got it from me, or they don't even know they got it from me. They got it from someone who took it from me, that they learned it from them, and they don't even know the genre. They don't even know where it came from, because I started teaching this industry in 1994. And think about that. And I was one of the largest educational firms in the entire industry since 1994. So think about how many people really got their information and knowledge directly from me. And that's not coming from ego. That's just a fact. It's just a fact. You understand? So my point is not to really, I'm not trying to put my foot on the neck of anybody or anything like that, or place myself super high above everyone. That's not really what I'm trying to do. It's just that in my honest assessment, and of course I'm biased, I just don't see that depth. I don't see someone that makes the hairs on the back of my neck go up like, whoa. I don't get aha moments when I listen to other people. I don't do that. I don't experience that. I see third, fourth, and fifth rate information that you could get off the internet repackaged with a price on it. And that's where, and it's sad to see where my industry has gone in that respect, because it wasn't like that back in the older days. And I'm not talking about the old days, because there was none of that. I'm talking about late 1990s, when the industry kind of started gaining its adolescence, I would say. And, you had real traders out there. There was depth there. You had people that had accomplished things, and not just people looking to make money. Because guys, let me just tell you this. A lot of people say, Oliver, you just make money from selling your programs. Like, really? Like, dude, you have no idea. I used to make money selling my programs. When I had $25,000 price tag, I was sold out for 7 years. $25,000 a person, 10 people max, 7-year waiting list. No, that's making money from selling your education. I did that. $1,000, $1,500, that's not money. Do you know how much I got to put in to your being with me 3, 4, 5 years? You think your $1,500 covers that? My peers called me stupid. If I really wanted to make money from education, I put a $15,000 price tag on everything I do. And guess what? I'd have less people, which means less problems, less complaints, less crybabies, and more money. I'd bring in a higher quality of person. I'd bring in the slightly more wealthy. And I'd concentrate. And the money would be through the freaking roof. Because that level loves to be exclusive. The fact that I'm trying to help your regular person because I was a regular person. I got to deal with all the nonsense that goes with that. But that's it. I'm a big boy. I understand that. So I lower the price, bring in a lower quality, a lower barrier to entry, brings in lower quality, brings in more bullshit, brings in more complainers, brings in more people that can't make it, brings in more people who complain, brings in more people who, when they fail, they start to call things a scam and this and that. I understand that. But that's the price for doing what I promised myself I was going to do, which was when I make it, I'm going to bring Wall Street to Main Street. Because I got tired of making wealthy people wealthier. And that was my gig for a while. Vino también. Anyway, that's it.